one of my other projects is the seat. The passenger seat is spectacular. There's nothing wrong with it. There's hardly any wear at all. Like I said, I think this was a commuter car, so I don't think that passenger seat got used much at all. But the driver's seat pretty much shot. It's just duct taped up and just sitting on it, it's already popped. So that's pretty done. And the bolster right here is really worn. I mean, it's definitely usable, but worn. So stitches busted right there. So not in great shape. So on Spyder chat the other day, somebody posted that they had a seat. So this morning went and picked up a new seat back and seat bottom, I guess you'd call them. These were his passenger ones, and they're in terrific shape. So I'll get these swapped in. This has very little bolster wear. This is on the, and so he was setting his up for track use, so he swapped out the seats. So it's good news for me. So that's my next little project. All right, so removing the seat is actually pretty dang simple. There's just 4 bolts. So one there, one on the far side over there. You slide the seat forward, and there's two in the back. So they're 14 millimeter. So it's pretty straightforward. We'll get those pulled out. Okay, so this is under the chair. I've got the 4 bolts off. There is a clip here with the connectors. So you just got to attach that, and then you can pull the seat right out. All right, so here's the side of the chair pulled apart. This would be the door side. You've got to remove, first thing you got to remove is the little handle, pull-up handle. It's just a clip on the bottom. You just got to loosen it up. A little tough to get to, but you can get to it. The entire plastic piece on the side, just held in with a couple little clips. One's on the inside here underneath, and one's here on the back. You just lift it right off. A couple clips on the side. They clip in right here, right there, and that just comes right off. The other side is smaller, has 1 screw and 1 little clip here in the center. So now the next trick, got these 2 bolts to remove, and there's the spring, and this inserts to the other chair. You can see, whoops. So here on the other chair, you can see you've got, this is the pivot point, the 2 bolts, and the kind of spring attachment. So see if we can't get this. So let's see if we can pull this apart without screwing everything up. We shall see. All right, so I got it pulled apart. Wasn't too bad. All right, so the seat bottom is crazy easy. There's just 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. So pretty straightforward. So we'll get that pulled off now. All right, so one thing I just noticed is that the obviously this has got to go with it, the little electronics. So it's attached to the seat and goes through a little tab here. So just got to clip these off, move this off this, pull it through here, and then we'll reinstall it. So the seat's removed. Got the little cable off. That was pretty easy. Little flathead screwdriver, just push on the 2 sides underneath, and that clip comes off. This thing's really dirty. It also has some rust up front, so I'm going to clean it and probably shoot a little paint on there, get that cleaned up so it looks all right, and we'll put it back together. All right, so I'm putting the seat back together again. I painted these little feet, had to let those get dried so that we didn't have that rust showing anymore. I think the only trick to getting these put back together is to make sure that you make room for that. That gives you a tilt in the seat, and so you got to fish that through. But otherwise, these little feet, movable, that it attaches to. This part's pretty straightforward. All right, so the seats are back in. Put both of them back in. Obviously, this is the new seat. Huge improvement over the old one. Had the big rip down the middle. Had the rip down the middle. The bolster was pretty worn out. This one looks practically brand new. It's all spiffed up. I'm missing the little handle. Actually, I'm not missing it. It's just broken. So I can put it on there and adjust the tilt on the seat, and then I just have to take it out. But so I am looking pretty good here. on the seats.